I'm 95 years old. I've lived through wars, heartbreak, success, failure, betrayal, and joy. I've watched people build incredible lives, and I've watched others destroy theirs with just a few careless words. And after nearly a century of watching human behavior, I've learned one powerful truth. Some things should never be said out loud. Not because they're evil, not because they're illegal, but because the moment you say them, you give away power. Today, I'm going to share 10 things you should never tell anyone if you want peace, respect, and control over your life. Most people learn these lessons too late, but you don't have to. Let's begin. Never tell everyone your biggest dreams. When I was young, I told everyone what I wanted to become. I told friends, I told neighbors, I told family. And do you know what happened? Most people didn't support me. They laughed, they doubted, they criticized. And I noticed something interesting over the years. The more loudly someone talks about their dreams, the less likely they are to achieve them. Why? Because talking feels like progress. When you announce your dreams, your brain releases a small reward. You feel accomplished without doing the work. But there's another danger. Not everyone wants you to succeed. Some people secretly hope you stay exactly where you are. Your dream should be protected like a fragile seed. Water it quietly. Grow it silently. Then let the results speak. Never reveal your financial situation. Money is one of the fastest ways to change how people treat you. If people think you have a lot, they may try to use you. If people think you have none, they may disrespect you. I learned long ago that financial privacy is power. When people know your income, savings, or investments, they begin calculating. They judge. They compare. They expect. And sometimes they take advantage. I once had a friend who openly talked about his success. Within a few years, everyone around him was asking for help, loans, or favors. When he finally said no, those same people called him selfish. You see, the problem with revealing your finances is this. People don't just hear the number, they create expectations. Keep your financial life quiet. Peace comes from privacy. Never share your next move. One of the most dangerous things you can do is announce your next step before you take it. Plans are fragile. They change. They evolve. And the more people you tell, the more opinions you invite. I've seen great ideas die in conversations. Someone shares a business idea. Someone else says, "That won't work." Another says, "That's risky." Soon the dream disappears. Not because it was bad, but because doubt is contagious. If you have a plan, work on it quietly. Build it. Strengthen it. Then reveal it when it's real. Because once something exists, people respect it. Before that, they only question it. Never reveal your weaknesses to the wrong people. Everyone has weaknesses. Everyone has insecurities. That's part of being human. But not everyone deserves to know yours. When you trust the wrong person with your vulnerabilities, you give them a weapon. And some people will use it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, during an argument, disagreement, or betrayal, those secrets can come back. I've seen friendships end because someone shared something too personal too quickly. Trust should be earned slowly, and once broken, it rarely returns the same. Be kind, be honest, but protect your inner world. Never tell people all your problems. There is a difference between seeking help and broadcasting your struggles. Some people genuinely care. but many are simply curious. And others enjoy hearing about your difficulties. It makes them feel better about their own lives. I once heard a saying, half the people don't care about your problems. The other half are glad you have them. Now that may sound harsh, but after 95 years, I've seen enough to know there's some truth in it. Choose carefully who you confide in. A wise friend, a mentor, a trusted family member. But don't make your struggles public entertainment. Solve problems quietly. Strength grows in silence. Never reveal your good deeds. This one took me many years to understand. When you do something kind for someone, keep it between you and your conscience. If you tell everyone about it, the act loses its purity. Kindness isn't meant to be applause. It's meant to be compassion. And when people constantly talk about their generosity, it often sounds like pride. The quiet helpers in this world, the ones who give without announcing it, those are the people who truly change lives. Do good, then forget about it. Never share your family conflicts. Every family has problems, arguments, disagreements, misunderstandings. But broadcasting family conflicts to outsiders can create long-lasting damage. When you tell someone about a fight with your brother, sister, or parent, they only hear your side. They form opinions, and even after you forgive each other, they may not. Suddenly, the people you love are being judged by strangers. Protect your family's dignity. Handle conflicts privately, because family wounds should be healed, not displayed. Never reveal everything you know. When I was younger, I thought intelligence meant proving how much I knew. I corrected people. I debated. I explained everything. But wisdom teaches something different. The smartest person in the room is often the quietest. When you reveal everything you know, you remove mystery. You lose advantage. But when you listen more than you speak, you learn things others miss. People reveal themselves. Information becomes power, and you understand the room better than anyone. Silence is not weakness, it's strategy. Never share your acts of self-improvement too early. Many people sabotage their growth by talking about it too soon. They announce, "I'm starting a business. I'm going to the gym. I'm changing my life." But when you talk about improvement, people start watching, judging, waiting for results. And if you stumble, they notice. Instead, transform quietly, improve privately. Let people discover the change naturally. When they say, "You seem different lately," you'll know you did it right. Never reveal everything about yourself. The most powerful people I've known had one thing in common. They kept parts of themselves private, not because they were hiding something, but because mystery commands respect. When people know every detail about you, your plans, fears, finances, struggles, thoughts, you become predictable. And predictable people are easy to manipulate. But when you reveal yourself slowly, carefully, with intention, you maintain control of your story. And that is true power. At 95 years old, I've learned something most people discover too late. You don't lose opportunities because you stayed silent. You lose them because you said too much to the wrong people. Privacy is not secrecy, it's protection. Guard your dreams, guard your plans, guard your peace. And remember, the loudest person in the room rarely holds the most power. The quiet observer does.